My Think Pink box is here and it is so pretty. Look at these colors. It's amazing. Let's get right into it. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Izzy. This channel is all about sewing, and every single month when I get my Think Pink box, which I pay for with my own money, I open it with you and then right away make something with it so that you can see both the fabric and what I turn it into. So the box is magnificent. Andrea, yeah, nice. And it's feeling a little heavy. So, oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. There's no wrapping paper, so right away the fabric is right there on top. Oh, and it is stunning. So let's start with our card. So the card this month says, Set Your Intention, Chapter 3. Look how beautiful this is. So there's a QR code on the back of the card where if you scan it, you go to an ebook where Andrea tells you a little bit more about the fabric, gives you inspiration in terms of the patterns you could sew with it. And sometimes there's an article or two, a recipe. It's a really fun ebook. So this is subscription box number 37, and it contains 2.5 meters of fabric, and there are 3 colorways. As I was saying, there are 3 colorways, and let me tell you, at this point, having seen the fabric, I don't care what other colorways there are. I got the right one. All right, let's have a look at our little gifts. Look at this cute bag with the pink, the Beyond the Pink Door sticker. All right, sorry about the noise. Oh my gosh, this little bag is full of goodies. All right, so first thing, Rosemary and Hallenmon. All right, I'm having technology issues this morning, so my memory card got full, so cut off in the middle. My battery's about to die, but I had just opened this little gift bag when the battery, or when my memory got full. So first up is a beautiful handmade bar of soap. I love the packaging. This is amazing. Next we have, oh, a little ceramic thing that says soy. Does it say soy? No, it says sew. And I just got my eyes checked. Oh well, it says sew. So it's like a little paperweight, or I'm gonna watch the ebook to find out what this is exactly, but it feels like maybe a pattern weight or a paperweight. It is super cute. And I've been doing pottery, so yeah, this is really nice. A pack of really cute pins. Love these. No sweet this month. Hubby's gonna be very disappointed. And here's my thread, so it's black thread. It is Gutermann. And here is the fabric. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at this. Could this be more me? Could this be more me? It is absolutely stunning. And it is a viscose twill, I think, because it feels a little heavier than a challis. It's definitely a viscose. Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, it's got stretch. It's got a little bit of stretch. Oh, I'm so excited. So this, oh, can you tell how happy I am with this? Oh my goodness. So I said in my Friday Sews video that went up today. So you're watching this on Friday, the 21st of March. And on the Friday Sews video that went live on the channel today, I said, Hopefully it would be a fabric that Marianne would love so I can make her something. She's not getting this. This is mine, all mine. Oh my goodness, I can see like wide leg, flowy trousers in this. Look at the drape of this fabric. I can see a nice blouse in this. I can see a dress in this. Oh gosh, all right. I'm gonna watch the ebook and then see if I can get some ideas from the ebook. And oh my goodness, all right, so I will see you. Well, for you it'll feel like a second. For me it's probably gonna be a couple of weeks while I decide what to make. And yeah, see you in a bit. And I'm back, and I am wearing my new garment made out of this month's fabric. Before I talk about this though, I did watch or did flip through Andrea's magazine or e-magazine, and I wanted to say the cute little pottery square with the word sew on it, which I thought was a pattern weight, is so much more than a pattern weight. I will be using it as a pattern weight, but it's also because it was handmade. And anyways, the potter who made it and Andrea put a lot of thought and intention and good vibes into that handmade piece. Anyways, I just loved the little story that Andrea said about this little piece. And yeah, and you know, I'm into pottery now, so it's just an amazing gift. Anywho, I decided to take a risk with my absolutely gorgeous fabric, and I think I'm happy I did. So I took a risk because I went with a new to me pattern and decided not to toile it, to just jump in, print my pattern, make my usual adjustments, and then cut right into the fabric. I went with the Cashmerette Club pattern for the month of March, which was the Windvale tunic and dress. So it's like a shirt dress. It's got very little like shaping. So I was pretty sure I wouldn't want the dress, but I figured, hey, I can make the tunic, wear it with leggings, and see if I like it. So I took a risk because I'd never made the pattern before, but it was also cashmerette, so I knew that if I just did my usual grading and picked my usual size, chances are it would fit me. But it was also a risk because I don't wear tunics. I have made one tunic in my entire life. It was the Aria by Love Notions. It was probably a good 3 years ago now. Maybe it was 2 years ago. Anyways, I did like it, but I had made it with a viscose that had Lurex in it. I think I wore it twice, and the whole time I was wearing it, I was so itchy, I gave it away. And I just haven't made another one since. But yeah, so I took a risk, but in the end, I'm pretty sure it paid off. So the Windvale is such a fun construction. I had a ball making this. It is an involved make. It took me the majority of a week to piece this together, to sew this together. Now, obviously, I was working all day and I only did this in chunks of like an hour or two in the evening. But yeah, it's definitely an involved make. Now, the pattern itself comes with long sleeves with the full placket and cuff and everything. I knew I would most of the time wear this layered or just, you know, this summer, spring, summer type thing. So I decided to use the sleeves from the Swanton blouse that I made last fall, I think. So I have the nice puffy short sleeves on my tunic. There are some, what are these called? My goodness. Strings? No. ties. Gosh, there are some ties that are sewn into the fisheye darts in the back so that you can bring the whole thing a little bit more in. But because those ties don't start at the waist, like there's not a whole lot of shaping, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Usually I shorten cashmerette patterns by at least 2 inches because they design for a 5'6" body. I'm barely 5'3", so I usually take 2 inches out. I didn't this time around because I figured I'm gonna make a tunic. If it's a little bit longer, who cares? But what I neglected to take into consideration is that I usually take 1 inch from the bodice or above the bodice and then 1 inch below it, just to make sure that the waist lands in a good place for me. And cashmerette, usually their designs, the waist is a little bit high. Anyways, all that to say that I'm not loving where the ties are. I think they're a little bit too low on my body. I would prefer them just a touch higher, but yeah, not a big deal. The hem is finished with a facing, which wasn't the easiest thing to finish neatly, just because this fabric has a little bit of stretch in it, but it's a viscose, and because I did not stay stitch my hem facing, it grew a little bit, so I had to, yeah, anyways. I made it work, it works, it's neat-ish, but yeah, not the easiest thing to do. But other than that, this was not a difficult make, but not a fast make. So it's got the collar stand and collar, which turned out really, really well. Like I said, I made the swanton sleeves to put on it instead of the sleeves that came with the pattern. The button band. I have to talk to you about this button band because it is the coolest thing in the world. So maybe I can show you. So instead of making buttonholes, the way they have you do the button band leaves little gaps in there that basically form the buttonhole. So yeah, it was amazing. It was fiddly. Took a bit more time, but I think in the end it saved me time because I didn't have to fuss with buttonholes. So yeah, I used some very simple plastic buttons, and they're fine. So yeah, I'm liking it. I absolutely love this fabric on me. I'm just not 100% sold on the whole look yet. I think I have to figure out ways to style this tunic, maybe with some, I don't know, maybe with some shorts or a short skirt, or some tapered trousers maybe. Like I would definitely never wear this tunic with like wide leg trousers. I think that would just be way too much volume everywhere. And then the proportions would be weird. But yeah, with shorts it might work, with a skirt it might work. I'm wearing it with leggings today. I wore it all day to work from home, and I'm wearing it with black leggings. But I'm thinking if I want to wear this summer, I probably won't want to wear black leggings with it. So I'll have to see, you know, how I can style it. And if I just don't love it with shorts or a skirt, I may have to put this away when it gets too hot to wear my leggings, and just take it out again in September, October, when I can wear it with leggings again. But anyways, on the whole, I like it with the leggings, just not quite sure what I'm going to do with it once the weather starts getting really, really warm or hot. And I mean, the whole reason why I made it with the short sleeves is so I could wear it this summer. But anyways, I wore a black cardigan on top today, and it's fine. It looks fine. So yeah, this is my Winvale tunic made from this month's fabric. And yeah, I have to say this was, gosh, such a fun make. The fabric, and Andrea warned us about this in the ebook or the e-magazine. Viscose twill, which this is, stretch or not, it has a tendency to snag very easily. So she said to use very sharp pins and a brand new Microtex needle to sew this up. Brand new Microtex needle I did put that on my machine, so the actual stitching was not a problem. In terms of pins though, some of the pins that came in my box were blunt, like they had no pointy end, like maybe it was just a manufacturing defect or I don't know what, but I didn't realize it was like that, so I would just like blindly take a pin, try and pin it. So I ended up with a few snags because of those pins, but then I switched to really sharp like silk pins that I had in my sewing room, and from then on it was all good. But yeah, viscose twill just does that. It snags, and then because it's white on the underside where the snag is, you can kind of see white. So none of it happened in a super like visible spot, which is great. But yeah, so if you ever find yourself sewing with viscose twill, keep that in mind. Sharp Microtex brand new needle in your machine and very sharp pins if you don't want the snags, because even if you pin only in the seam allowance, they run, right? Like it's a run, like in your stockings when you get a run. Anywho, hopefully you enjoyed that. If you are a member of the Cashmerette Club, highly recommend this pattern. It's a lot of fun to put together. And if you're not a member but you really like the pattern, oh gosh, what day is this coming out on? It might be too late for you to sign up and get it, unless you sign up for the full access level. But just FYI, moving forward, if you see a Cashmerette Club pattern that you really, really like, you can sign up to the club for that 1 month for $9 US, and then you get that month's pattern. You don't get any of the back catalog, but you can get that one pattern for $9, and then all you have to do is just cancel your membership or not renew at the end of the month. So keep that in mind for the future. All right, I'm gonna leave it here for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please give the video a like on your way out if you liked it. And if you really enjoy this type of content, and I've got some really fun things coming in April, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.